Please join me in welcoming to the stage Jay Leonhart, Jim Riddle, and Alan Leonhart.
Hooray. I put up a little gallery. How is everyone this evening? Can anyone hear me? Let's start with the basics. I can hear me. Can anyone else, I wonder? AJ, Mary Jane, how many? Chris, Bill, Crow, Michelle. Good old Deerhead Inn. Bill, I thought you'd enjoy that. I thought you'd enjoy seeing it. When I put it up, I said, Bill's gonna enjoy seeing that. Yeah, and I've got a whole evening of stuff from there that I haven't bothered to edit yet. It takes time to edit these things. They don't just edit themselves, you know, as someone would say. The picture here to my, I guess it's to my, as you're looking at me, I'm trying to figure out, this is my right. But it's actually, I'm looking at the screen, it's to my left. That's the problem. This picture up here is one that Tony Bennett drew at some point when I was playing with Barbara Carroll. He was mad about Barbara Carroll. He still is. And he would come and see her all the time. They were pals. And this one here, I did a gig with Gene Bertoncini on a yacht in is it New York Bay? Is that what they call it? Around Statue of Liberty and all that. And I was leaning against the pole, as you can see, about 15 pounds heavier than I am today. And the Statue of Liberty and I were modeling each other. And of course, on the far left is me and Trophy. You forgot my name? No, I did not. I just had a little momentary little slip there. Who did this picture here? This one here? Tony Bennett. Who's Tony Bennett? Never mind. How do you like this, Trove? Ah, very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. I think I'm going to have to, I wonder if I actually put the proper sync thing. I didn't do the sync offset. So let's see if we can get it. 9, oh. See if it gets any closer. Maybe it is. Trove Bennett. Sorry for interrupting, Trove. It's all right, Helmer. You're okay with me, Helmer. Except it's too cold. I can't dress like this in Norway right now. It's too cold. I'm going downstairs. I think I'll go this way. Good old Trove. Listen, tonight I thought we'd read from the Sweetwater Pro Gear catalog just to see anything we want. Oh, I want that. Podcaster Essentials, podcasting made simple. Here's a nice looking light. PreSonus. Look at this one. Maybe I should get one of those. That looks pretty nice. Sitting there on the little stand like that. Oh, that would be so nice. What's the cheapest mic they have in here? Oh, a Zoom. The Zoom dynamic broadcast mic produces a crisp, articulate sound and an indelible price. Incredible price, indelible price. But it's, and it doesn't use, it's not one of those condensers. And that usually is good because condensers pick up too much noise. Here's one for $2.99. the industry standard. When you buy a Shure SMG, you get a good hectic toughness at the center of toughness. That's what I need. Tough. I need a tough microphone. Oh well, listen, I Pro Gear. It came today, and I said I could spend the whole night just reading the Pro Gear, but I shan't, because I have other things I want to show you tonight. I have 2 videos which I'm going to show later. Go Trophy out of Curly. Sync is okay. Thank you, Bill. Benedetti Drew J. Yes, that sort of looks like me. There's another one of me and Barbara, which I will take a picture of and show it to you. I like to buy a new amp for the upright. Yeah, I'm not big on amps. I was using the base of a Bose speaker system, and I left it in my car, and they broke into it earlier in the year, and they stole it. So now I haven't used one since. I just haven't used one. I probably won't either. Tony draws real fast. Well, I guess he does. I don't know. I never saw him work, actually. Helmer, the acoustic image is very good. Also, the small AER Bilcro. Oh yeah, the acoustic image is good. It is good. They are nice. Tony draws real well. Mike. Okay. I have 2 videos which I'm going to show you later. I just want to let you know that my plastic holders, slide, whatever they are, showed up today, and I filled up my what do they call that thing? Clip. Whatever the thing with the 3 clips on it, whatever it's called. What is this? What's going on? Uh-oh. Hold it. There must be something here. Wait a minute. My light stand is acting up. My light stand is saying an SOS. I wonder what's the problem. What could the problem be? I think maybe it's not plugged in. I think I failed to plug it in for several weeks in a row. And it is now, yeah, that's what it is. It lost all its power. So where is its thingamajig? Is this it? Looks like it fits perfectly. There you go. Call me anytime. Wait a minute, I'm going to remove my pictures. I can see that I haven't planned this correctly. It's always something. There's always something going on. So I have to say goodbye to that one. I have to say goodbye to probably Tony. Goodbye, Tony. And goodbye, Jay and Troph. Okay. Well, I just found out what happens when the music stand that was bought for me, when its battery runs out. It goes blah, 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 and then quits. Okay. Excuse me. So what I was trying to tell you was simply that I put all this music. It really feels great to have all my lyrics so organized Except for one little fact is that I didn't close the folder correctly. The binder, I think it's clips, something has to, anyway, I didn't close the binder correctly. And they all fell out on the floor when I brought them in. So now I can't use them tonight. I can't make a big fuss out of them because they're all out of order now. They fell out. But it feels so good to have them here. I mean, really, I'm astounded. And once I get the binder situation straightened out with myself, this will be great. I had it, but I didn't have it. What are you going to do? I'm new to binders. I'm not the binder king. I don't know where to find her. She's not inside my binder. Oh, well. Look at this. This should be pretty. There's a whole list of my songs. That's all I remember. But it's one of my standards that I'm going to have in my book. If not, I'm going to have to put it in there tonight. Oops. Sorry about that. Well, might as well use the screen pusher. Come on now, you can do it. Let's push it back, tilt it back a little. Nothing to it. That's what bows are good for. Especially if you have enough rosin on them, they really do it well. Little high. I missed the quiver. That's when I know I'm getting old. When you want to put your bow in the quiver and you miss it. Ah, yes. You put the bow in the quiver, but it falls into the river. You don't have to be told. It's because you're growing little bold. You can be a fun giver if you can get your bow into its quiver. But I missed, and I'm pissed because I did not get my bow into the quiver. Gee, I tuned it well last night, and it's still in tune, or a couple nights ago. There you go. In G flat, the A flat minor is not so easy. That's it. Is it too loud? I see red. I see red on the screen. So maybe I'm sending too much signal up there. Excuse me for a second. Let me just send a little less signal from down here because it looks like it's too loud. My software is telling me it's just too loud. Or it's not loud enough. La, la, la. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, listen, I didn't have time to do a real good sound check today because I was busy dropping my plastic sleeves on the ground and trying to order them. But all will be well shortly. Let me tell you something. Oh, as we start the show, it's something that by now you really absolutely know. There's no need to tell you. As we settle into place, it's impossible to sing and play the bass. You're a lovely group of people, you deserve the care to see. Knowing what you can expect of me, I've practiced. But it will not mean a thing 'cause it's impossible to play the bass and sing, 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 sing. You see, the bass is fretless. It's not like a guitar. On bass, you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just a fingerboard so bare. Lots of notes what often are not there. I have to do a little. Gotta get my fingers warmed up. Then when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind, and the notes on bass become impossible to find. To remember lyrics, melodies, bass lines, of chords is no less miracle than Lord. So as I make 1,000 errors, sit there and be kind. Do not throw tomatoes at me, keep this all in mind. Remember this is serious, remember this is art. Remember this or I will fall apart. I forgot. We just had so much fun playing the lick. I can't remember how the rest of it goes. I played too many licks, threw myself off. She made the rules for molecules out of time and space, and she knows it's impossible, and it surely is impossible. It really is impossible to play the licks and try to remember the words. To sing and play the bass. Oh, I've just got lyrics lying all over the place now. I'm in a state of flux. Yes, it does. There's nothing like those aging planes full of aches and aging strains to get you crazy when you fly. There's nothing like an aging craft to drive you just a wee bit daft as you soar into the sky. There's nothing like an aging plane, rivets bulging from the strain to get you thoroughly uptight. Engines worn and torn and tired, leaving you quite uninspired as you soar off into the night. Dare I even deign to speak of panels loose and belts head weak, tires worn down by to a hint of tread. Paint jobs old and highly scratched, seat backs, broken curtains, patched things which really do not help your head. And when they land, how pulses pound as they throw, slam you to the ground, slam the brakes and slow the big bird down. To survive, you're only hoping as 16 overhead bins drop open, coats and baggage fly around. There really aren't sufficient words to describe these aging birds, worn out airplanes struggling to fly. So buckle your seatbelt, hold your breath, it's time again to flirt with death. Oh God, I love to fly. I love to fly. I love to fly. Ah, that's it. That's a fine little ditty. I don't remember why I wrote it. Oh, I wrote it when if anybody remembers the Hawaiian Airlines plane, the top blew off the plane. The top blew off the plane, a jet plane like 737, very old. It had to be 25 years ago this happened. And it landed with the top missing. The top, I mean, a big chunk of the top of the airplane was just gone. And so I wrote Aging Planes. There's nothing like those aging planes full of aches and aging strains to get you crazy when you fly. There's nothing like an aging craft to drive you just a wee bit daft as you soar into the sky. It's not a very nice lyric, but what the hell? It's another side of me. Aging planes. What happened here? I've got a whole page missing. It's for real. So many of my pages fell out. He really was a most God-fearing boy who sought and never found his share of joy. He knew his catechism well, and he feared the pains of hell. He was headed for damnation. The world was so full of temptation, and he knew he could not win. Yes, he knew he'd die in sin. So he struggled and he fought, knowing that God knew his every thought. And in the fever of his fright, God appeared to him one night. The Lord said, son, you've got to find my people. You've got to find that steeple and learn to pray. Whoa, whoa, son, your life is getting shorter. You better join a holy order right away. So he woke up gripped with fear, but the road ahead was near. To a seminary he did fly, kiss those evil days goodbye. They asked him questions about his past, just to see if he would last. And then they pried into his mind, just to see what they might find. But it seems his free associations all dwelt on conjugal relations. They gave him Rorschach tests, and all the poor boy saw was breasts. They said, son, we got a little problem here. You better take another year on this decision. No, dude, son, you know we are not blind. You got a whole lot on your mind that ain't religion. Son, we know you came to please us, to be with Jesus and learn to pray. Yay, yay, yay. But son, you better turn yourself around. You better head on back to town right away. So he wandered back into the world, his plans for salvation now unfurled. But one thing was very clear, he could no longer live in fear. He learned that hell was just a plot, that some believe and some do not. Slowly things fell into place, and he rejoined the human race. He cried, Lord, I tried to find your people, tried to find that steeple and learn to pray. But Lord, they found out all about me, said they could live without me. Oh, holy day. Lord, I tried to find your people, find that steeple and learn to pray. But Lord, they said they did not need me, and so they freed me. Oh, holy day. Oh, holy day. Oh, holy day. Oh, that's nice. I'm so glad I had it written out, sitting there right in front of me. Isn't that nice? That's very nice. I appreciate that. Let's see if I can find my standards. Are there any standards in here? No. I lost my standards. I've lost my standards. I certainly have. I lost my standards when I started doing this. Holy day! Yes, Elmer. That's a very autobiographical song, as you might expect. As one might suspect. Did you ever bring the bass inside the plane? Sure. Bill, did you ever do it? Well, I'll tell you, I'll wait for Bill's answer. I brought the bass in the plane many times. And even one time, I was taking off on a smaller airplane out of the Bahamas. And I put the bass onto the plane and put it in a seat. And as we were going down the runway, and this is absolutely true, the pilot whistled big noise from Winnetka over the PA system. That was about the hippest thing I'd ever heard on an airplane. Isn't that true? That's true. Thank you, Mary Jane Harper. Holy day, oh holy day. Oh no, Jay has lost his stand. That's right. If he ever had them. Bill took many a bass on a plane. I mean, he was over in Russia. He took basses on planes forever with Jerry Mulligan. Oh, that's all they did. You didn't rent basses in those days. He took them everywhere. I know Bill has left. Bill is out pouring a drink, or he's gone out to mow the lawn because he's not responding. He has taken more basses on more planes than, well, most people have. I must have. I took in the 60s and the early 70s. You would take basses on the planes, but quickly the seats got too small to take them, and then you put them in the cases, and the cases were the most difficult thing. But they took them, and now I don't know what to do because I'm never taking a bass with me again, and regardless of where I go. Let's see if Bill has chimed in yet. No Bill. But believe me, taking a bass on a plane, but that story's true. I never forget one of my favorite plane rides was when I was about 13. And I flew up from Florida with my father on a DC-7 or DC something, propeller plane, all through instrument weather, instrument conditions. It was so, the planes, 4 engines roaring along and trying to sync up, trying to roar in tune so they don't shake the wings off. In terrible weather the whole time. I wasn't flying. I flew a lot of my own in terrible weather. I once was flying from New York to Baltimore, and I ran into a huge thunderstorm. I was in a single-engine plane coming back from New York to Baltimore. And it was raining like crazy, and hail and rain were smashing against the windshield, and lightning went off next to the plane. I was very lucky. I'm lucky to be alive. And I made it, but it was very, very bad weather. Terrible weather. When there were coat racks on planes, my bass went, a coat rack? A bass on a coat rack? I don't remember that at all. Coat racks. Oh, coat racks mean, I know what you mean. Not a top, you mean in the coat space. Yeah, they won't even let electric basses go in there anymore. I mean, they clamped down on musicians pretty seriously. You're not going to carry much on the plane. Not anymore. So, where was I? Oh, I want to play something now. This is very interesting. I had dinner with Vaughn tonight at the dinner table. And we were having dinner every night together, and that's a great idea. And just hearing him talk, he's a very intelligent young man. He's almost a teenager. He'll be 13 in July. And he's my grandson. I'm going to brag on him. But he's really a special kid, special to me. And I have 2 videos that I took as he was growing up. One is of the very first time he ever really spoke, and I had a camera in my hand, and he walked right up to the camera and talked to it, and then went back. He was about 19 months, something like that, 20 months, very, very young, before he could even speak. So he was still talking, but he was, well, maybe before, like 14 months. And it ended up being a very funny little piece of stuff. And here's Vaughn. The first time I happened to have a camera in my hand, and I filmed him. What's Really? Gilgactigagena. Okay. Gilgactigagena. Yes, that's true. Then I have another one to show you, which is really kind of stunning. We were on a subway. He was 20, maybe 26 months, 2 years and 4 months. And we were riding on a subway coming back from, maybe we were going up to his house in St. Nicholas Place. But he saw a man sitting there, and the man was not happy. And Vaughn was very affected by the man not being happy. And I had my camera in my hand, and I just had left it on and filmed everybody, and then edited it a little bit. And this is what came up. This is what came up.
Richard.
Mine is Juan.
What's your name?
Juan.
Vaughn.
Oh, that's a nice name. Huh? That's a nice name.
Bumpy. He said it's bumpy.
Where are you going, Ron?
See them and playing and light and long.
Oh, isn't that nice? Do you like the train ride? Yeah. How old are you? How old are you? You're two? You're smart, you're two.
It's just a very interesting video of a 2-year-old waking up I guess the guy's 65 or something like that. Yeah, he is. And so you all can send me your grandchildren's pictures. I know your grandchildren are every bit as adorable and wonderful. I know they are because I see them. God bless children. But let me see if I put one of my. Oh, look, there's Trove. Grandkids are amazing. Let's see what this is. Oh, there it is. No glasses. Wasn't wearing glasses then. I wonder why. Because I didn't wear glasses then. And this must have been in my late 30s when this picture was taken. Look at all that hair. Goodbye, Jay. All right. See, I spent all day making the video from last night, which will be on YouTube in a little while. I'll put it on YouTube in a little while. And I didn't spend a whole lot of time. I was putting my songs together so I could just rip them out, but now they're all disordered and I've lost them all. I got to stop after this and get them all together again. So, we'll go back to the old bass violin. Yeah, Vaughn does is very much the same. I have 1,000 pictures of him playing baseball and stuff like that. He looks when there were coat racks when playing my baseball. I'm like, oh, Bill Crow wrote that. Did the bases crack in the air? Never. I'm sorry, Helmer, I'm going back to your question. Did the bases crack? Mine never did. Mine cracked when I banged them against something, usually. Although that's not so. They crack around the seams. And I have a bass now, the sister bass to this one over here. This one over here, which is a stole and a big, almost 7/8 size stole. Its younger sister is a 3/4 inch that has a problem in the front, and it keeps splitting right over under the bass bar. And I fixed it once and it broke again, so I don't fix it. It just, and hasn't gotten any bigger in the years. And the bass sounds great, so I just leave it there. The bass says, I need take a little pressure off. Okay, fine. That's good. Yeah, Vaughn does look the same. I don't. I look a little different. I found some pictures today. I was going through, let me see, just show you this. Oh, here's a nice picture. Me and Chuck Berghofer. I used to go at his house all the time when I'd go to California a lot. And we'd play his basses. He has a beautiful house out there, and tons of basses. Oh, here he is. Here's another one. I'll keep this one. He's got all these wonderful instruments. So I go down there and he put a concert of all the bass players in town. And here's one I should see. Make copies of them. Scan them. It's Harry Allen, second from, I don't know whether it's your right or your left. As I look at it, it's right, so it's probably the left. And next to him is Joe Ascione and Chris Floyd. Chris Floyd? Yes. Guitar player. And me. And moi in a hat. That's in Germany somewhere. Oh boy. Speaking of Germany somewhere, I'm reminded as I said that of one of the times I came home with John Bunch. And John was a prisoner of war in Germany in the Second World War. His airplane was shot down on his 17th mission. And he spent 7 months in a prisoner of war camp under intolerably bad conditions. He wouldn't talk about it much, but when he did, it was... And the band, the trio, would go to Germany all the time. Bucky and John and I went to Germany almost every year for 10 years, maybe twice a year. And they were great trips. They were great fun. And one of the last times we were coming back, we got to the airport to come back to the United States, and John didn't have his passport. He didn't have it. So, somehow, he went into this little room with the Germans, and with the guards, who tend to overdress, as you know. And they questioned him for a while, and then they finally let him go. They let him go back with us back to New York. Great, okay, good. It took about an hour, and they said okay. And then but the following year, the next time we went over, he had his passport. And when we were coming home, we were going through customs, and they stopped him. They said, that passport was lost last year. Is that your passport? Whose passport is that? And there's John, like, oh, Christ. You know, with very strict guards standing over him, trying to intimidate him. Because the records showed that this bunch guy had lost his passport and had probably lost it. And he didn't. It was in his baggage. He found it when he got home the first time. And he had his passport. When they left, oh boy, were they on his case. And we felt terrible. I mean, about as bad as you could feel. Because there's John in a little room with nasty guards asking questions and stuff like that. Anyway, that's the beautiful remembrance I have of John that comes back from that picture of that I just showed you that I've since misplaced. Of Chris, not Floyd. Is it Floyd? Chris? I can't remember his forgotten his name. Flory. Chris Flory. That's what it was. Chris Flory, not Floyd. That's who it is. This was it. Chris Flory. Oops. I got the wrong thing up. I can't see what I'm doing in real time. All I can see is me 10 seconds from now. And that doesn't help. Joe Iacone, Chris Flory, Harry Allen, and me. Much older than the rest. That's all right. Gotta be. Oh, here's one. I just came around. I was going to brag about this too. Me and Frank West. Some concert someplace, probably at Jack Klein's. Matter of fact, I get the feeling Stephen took this picture. No, Frederick Sater took it. Frederick Sater took this picture. It's a nice picture. I like that one. Flores, right. Thank you. I got it. Yeah. I'm very proud of that picture. I'm going to, I really am. And I'm glad I found this afternoon, going through stacks of old pictures, trying to organize everything. That's not easy. Flory, right. Flory. Chris Flory. I'll tell you what, it's now 7:53. I'm just going to put some music on, and we'll all dance. Let me see, what do I want to hear? Oh, I didn't put those guys. I didn't put the... Here you go. This'll do. This'll do just fine.
Now the name of this song is the Flat Street Fuji. The Flat Street Fuji with the Floyd. The Flat Street Fuji with the Floyd. The Flat Street Fuji with the Floyd. The floor joint, the floor joint, the floor joint, the floor joint. The Flat Street Fuji with the Floyd. The Flat Street Fuji with the Floyd. The Flat Street Fuji with the Floyd. The floor joint, the floor joint, the floor joint, the floor joint. If you feeling sad and blue, don't know what to do. If the blues is hanging around your door, just sing this riff and it's bound to go. The Flat Street Fuji with the Floyd. The Flat Street Fuji with the Floyd. The Flat Street Fuji with the Floyd. The floor joint, the floor joint, the floor joint, the floor joint. Bang, 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 bang. Go right there, bang, go there, boy.
Come in.
Oh, you're live?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
you can come. Oh, look who's here.
I just wanted to tell you that so you know how you said the bike was too easy?
show that man not happy.
The video of
Yes,
me?
yes.
Can I see it?
Well, I'll show it to you later. We're getting ready to say goodnight.
Okay. Hi,
Michelle Benson says, hi,
Michelle
Mom.
Benson.
I think we're going to...
Vaughn might have
I know what I'll do. I'll just turn the sound down on it.
With the floor, the floor door, the floor door, the floor door, the floor door. The fat feet with the floor, the fat
No, because I've got
with the
music going.
floor, the flat feet with the floor, the floor door, the floor door, the floor door, the floor door. Man, look out, man! That's a killer. Oh man, that's a killer. Let's play that again, man. Oh, that fat don't bang, but little to be to bang ball. Date and eight with you would be great. I'll run downtown and get some roller skis, yeah, yeah. Skate around all over town until I hear you say you're mine, all mine. If 8 would be great,
We're watching it.
9 would be fine. I would be yours, mama, you would be mine. Yes, yes. A kiss at 10, our love would begin. Would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
You were
and
very
10.
serious.
Boy.
Meant every word of it.
Look there. That's a killer. A killer dilla.
Good night, you all. I'm going to go. Bye-bye.